Okay, I think I finally got this thing all wired up now. Um, I'll show you guys the way I've got it wired in a minute here, but forewarning, don't gripe about how I've got it wired because none of you pitched in a dime for any of this, so it is what it is. But when it's all said and done, it's going to work. It's going to be safe. It's just not going to be right. Okay? Anyways, there's a couple of things that could be wrong right off the bat, and I won't know until I start flipping switches. One, I could have the coil connected to the wrong leg of this single-phase wire. I'll show you what I mean here in a minute. And two, I could have the start windings reversed. So anyways, I'm going to trip the disconnect or turn the disconnect on. And another thing I've got to change out yet is I've got to switch it to a 30 amp breaker. It's only on a 20 amp breaker now and it's not going to be enough, but hopefully it will allow me to start the motor and excuse me, see if it's rotating in the right direction. So there's the disconnect on. If I have the coil for the starter motor on the right leg, I'll be able to fire up the motor. And that's backwards. This is supposed to be reverse. Okay, so I got to reverse at the very least the start windings. So I'll show you what I got going on down here. Like I said, people are going to bitch, but I won't put up with it. Let me kill the disconnect first. Okay, so normally a person will take a reversing switch and do all of their reversing through it, or they'll use a reversing motor starter and do all their reversing through it. Since I don't have any of the right equipment, what I've done is I'm using these upper 3 electrical contacts to reverse the start windings on this motor. I'm using this lower contact to engage the coil for the motor starter. The motor starter is only powering the drive of the main drive of the motor, the run windings. So these two whites going into the pecker head of the motor, that's the run windings. These two blacks going into the motor, that's my start windings coming from the reversing switch. So what I need to do yet is, since everything else is working right, I need to get into the motor connection and reverse the electrical connections for the start windings. And when it's all said and done, I'm going to take the starter and I'm going to hang it right there. I wound up taking this big connection box, or the big box for the capacitors, and I just turned it around 180 degrees so it's hanging off the back of the motor this way. I know you can't really see with the lack of light, but it proved to be an easy enough solution to be able to get the motor mounted in there. So, and it also gave me a hole that I can mount this Allen Bradley starter to. So anyways, after a lot of fumbling around, I am tickled to death with it. Is it perfect? No, but it's going to do the job that I need it to do, and that's all I care about at the moment. So anyways, I'll catch you guys later.